Hi guys, so today we are now on learning target 3B, which is writing linear functions. Okay, so by the end of this whole learning target and all of our videos, you should be able to construct, to write linear functions in slope-intercept form to model what we call linear relationships, given constraints. Okay, you should also be able to interpret what the slope and the y-intercept represent when we're talking about real-world applications or word problems. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so what two things do we need in order to write an equation in slope-intercept form? Okay, you should know this. We just need two things, right? So since it's called slope-intercept form, we need to know the slope, okay, our m, and we need to know our y-intercept. Okay, so that's all we need to write in slope-intercept form, right? Because all we need for slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, is our slope and our y-intercept. Okay. So let's get started. So let's write an equation of the line given a graph. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope. Okay. So remember we picked 2 points on our line. Okay. So I'm going to pick this point here, also happens to be my y-intercept. Okay. And then I'm going to pick this point here. Okay. So I've been talking to you about picking good points, right? You wouldn't want to pick something right in the middle because you don't know what the exact coordinates are, right? So make sure you pick a point that hits the grid. Okay. So then let's calculate. Okay, so going from left to right, okay, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3. So I went down 3, okay, and then to the right 1. Okay. So that means my slope is -3, right? Change of y, up and down, rise, over run, change in x. So I went right 1, okay. And so -3 plus 1, -3 divided by +1 is -3. So my slope is -3. Okay, so that's one thing I need to write in slope-intercept form. The other thing I need is the y-intercept. Okay, so the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, and that is right here at 0, 1. Okay, and so now I have everything I need to write my equation. All I have to do is plug my slope in for -3 and plug the y value for my y-intercept into b. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Y equals mx, so m is -3, so -3x plus b, my y-intercept, which here is 1. Right? And just to get us going and remembering, okay, I'm going to show you that I put this in here. Okay. And I plugged in my y-intercept here. Okay. Nice and easy. That's all it takes. This is my equation. Y equals -3x plus 1. Okay. So here I'm going to do the next one. Okay. So I'm going to find 2 points. Okay. I'm going to pick this point here. Okay. And I'm going to pick this point here. Right. Again, pick nice points that you can easily see on the grid, not something that's in between. Okay. So then from left to right, okay, I go down 1, so that's -1. Okay, and I go to the right 1, 2, so that's +2. Okay. So rise over run. Okay, so I went down 1, so -1, and to the right 2. Okay, and this just simplifies 2. -1/2. Okay. Then I need my y-intercept. Where does it cross the y-axis? It does that right here. Okay, and this point is 0, 2. Okay, so my y-intercept is 0, 2. All I have to do now is plug my slope in for m and my y-intercept here for b. Okay, so y equals mx, so m is my slope, -1/2 x, plus b, my y-intercept, so plus 2, and there you have it. Okay, so just going to highlight it so that way we can understand and read our notes better when we're studying. Okay. If our y-intercept was like a negative number, then instead of plus, it'd be minus the number, right? So if my y-intercept was actually down here, like -4, then it would just be x minus 4. Okay. So let's do a couple more. This time, instead of being given the graph, okay, we're told it in words. Okay, so I have a slope of -3, okay, and a y-intercept of 7. Okay. So plugging it into y equals mx plus b, I'm just going to write it, y equals mx plus b. I'm going to plug in my slope for m, so y equals -3x. Okay, and then y-intercept, I'm going to plug it in for b plus 7. Okay, nice and easy. Okay. So y equals -3x plus 7. Okay, here's the next one. I have a y-intercept of -4. Okay, so be careful when you read. Okay, just because it came first doesn't mean that that was the slope. Okay, so this time I'm told the y-intercept is -4. I'm told the slope is 5. Okay, so this here's my m. This here's my b. Okay, so y equals mx, so 5x plus b. So instead of writing plus -4, I'm just going to write -4. Okay. Nice and easy, right? Cool. Okay, then here I have a slope of 3 and a y-intercept of 0. So this here is my m, this here is my b. Okay, so plugging it in, so y equals 3x plus 0. And then I'm just going to simplify it. No need to write that plus 0. So I'm just going to write y equals 3x. And this is my final answer. Okay. Then last one here. I'm told my y-intercept is -2. Okay, so this is my b. I'm told my slope is 0. This is my m. And then all I have to do is plug it in. Okay, so y equals 0x minus 2. Okay, 0 times x is just 0, so y equals -2. I hope you remember what type of line this is. This is actually a horizontal line, right? And if you remember, horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Okay, right? And so here's the next thing, just to get us thinking a little outside of the box. Okay. So here I want to write an equation of a line that passes between, so in the middle of, A and B, and passes between C and D. Okay? So the easiest way to do this, right, is probably just to graph a line. Okay? There are so many different answers. Okay, so I'm actually going to do 3 different ones for us. Okay, so let's see. I can put a line through here, right? It goes through A and B. Goes through C and D, so it meets the requirement. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, draw my line. Okay. Right, so again, all I need to do, right, so it passes between, all I need to do is now write the equation. So I just need a slope. Right, so here you can see I go up 1, right 1. So if I go up 1, right 1, that's my slope. And then the y-intercept here is at 2, so plus 2. Okay, 1 over 1 is just 1, so 1x. So y equals 1x, or just x, plus 2. Okay, so this is one potential answer. Okay, like I said, there's so many. Okay, so let's do another one. Okay, I'm just going to draw a line, right? And it has to pass between points A, B, and C, D. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Let's see. Let's go a lazy man route. Okay, let's just do this horizontal line here. Ooh. Okay, horizontal line. Right? It meets the requirements. It passes. It goes in between A and B. Right? And also goes in between C and D. Okay. So that's fine. Hopefully you remember, right? For our horizontal lines, that's y equals a number Okay, so here all the y values are 1 for this line. So for this one, it's just y equals 1. Nice and easy, right? So here's another potential answer. Okay. And heck, why not? Let's just do another one. Okay, so let's do something like this. Okay. Graph my line here. Okay. All right, so there's so many different answers, and this is what I want you to realize about math. Yes, 2 plus 2 equals 4. There's no other answer acceptable. But sometimes there are questions that we can get the correct answer or a possible answer with so many different routes. Okay, so here I have one. Okay, I need my slope. So here to here, I go up 1, right 2. So that means up 1, right 2. So that's a slope of 1/2. So 1/2 x. And this y-intercept here is 1, so plus 1. Right? And so that'd be the slope of this line, right? There's so many more, right? I could do it one here, 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 right? All are possible as long as it passes between A and B and C and D. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope it was nice and easy for you. Okay, just answer a couple of my questions and you're good to go. Have a great rest of the day. Bye, guys.